And we are live. Welcome, Annie. Welcome, all. Welcome to our Brothers Perspective. My name's David Ware. I'm here with my brother Brian Ware.
Yo.
We got NBA news, man. We're gonna get right into it. Saw two trades. One we were expecting. One was completely out of the blue. And we're gonna break them down. We're gonna get right into them, man. Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had been, flirting with being traded all year, really past couple years at this point, finally made his way out of Milwaukee, and he's headed to Miami. It's gonna be him and Bobby Portis headed to Miami for a swap of Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, Jaime Vasquez. I know I'm butchering bro's
Vasquez.
name. Vasquez. There you go, Vasquez.
It's our second time
And
doing this, by the way, chat. Just so you know. But
yeah, the name just against me, bro. Had some technical difficulties, but we back at it, and a slew of picks, bro. And then in other news and unexpected news, Lamelo Ball gets shipped to Minnesota. Minnesota gets rid of Nas Reed and Josh Green and some picks and some swaps, and I think they just laid another egg, man. Let's get into it. What do you think about the first trade? Giannis to Miami.
uh, immediately, I don't think it makes Miami a contender or nothing like that. I mean, we all know Giannis is a top five player, but with the way Miami's roster is constructed, I mean, Bam down there, it's gonna be pretty crowded. I know they got Bobby Portis too, so it might have a little spacing. And they're trying to re-sign Norman Powell, but
I think they have to
if you're
resign
dependent on
Norman
Norman
Powell.
Powell and Bobby Porter's in the big 2026, damn near 2027 to put you over the top. I mean, that should tell you everything you need to know. As far as Milwaukee, I mean, they get a hometown kid with Tyler Hero. They get another Ware, maybe a relation, maybe not, but shout out to him.
Shout out
Vasquez, he's
to
a nice
him.
player. They won't be contenders either, far from it. Probably a lottery team, but I think the future is bright for Miami, but the present is cloudy. I can see them maybe getting that fifth or fourth seed. If they get the first or second, I'll be shocked. But I think next year will be their real year to compete. This year, they're just trying to get everybody together. But yeah, that's all I got for it.
I think they got to up their guard play, man. I mean, I understand, like you say, Giannis top 10, definitely top five, arguably. Bam is, probably a top 30 player in this league, somewhere in there. But and like you say, like we said, you bring in Bobby Portis for the shooting. Norman Powell's proven that he's a scorer in this league. He's a bucket. He can stretch the floor. But I look at that point guard position, and it is almost bare. I mean, you got Mitchell
Is
as a
Kyle
guy
Lowry
that,
still on the team?
if he is, then I mean, what are we
Oh,
talking
Mike
about?
Lowry?
Like, what are we talking about? Hey, come on, man. Nah, but like,
Holy Toledo.
the guy Mitchell at point, at best, he's a backup. Don't love that. I don't really. And then the only other guy of note on the team is Andrew Wiggins. It is another guy that does his work in paint. You know what I'm saying? Below the 3 point line. I don't see the shooting. I don't. You're still relatively small. I mean, Giannis isn't a string bean by no means, but he's like what 6'10". Giannis ain't a footer. He's like 6'10".
Nah,
He's not
6'10",
a
6'11".
he's not a true center. Bam's been playing out of position his whole career, in the wrong position. So I guess he's just
Low
used
key,
to it at this
Kelly Ware, that was their
point.
center, but they traded him.
Right, and you trade him. So I don't know. I mean, true enough, you're in the East, right? So your main competition, you got to deal with New York, you got to deal with Boston, you got to deal with the Pistons, the remains of Philly. That's somebody else I think might try to make a move as well, but I just don't see them having the guard play to really make anything shake in the East, and I omitted the Cavs purposely. Like that's done. Um, but yeah, man, I just really don't see them having enough shooting to make this. And I think they're actually in that weird spot where it's like they're gonna be like you said, like the 5 or 6 seed, but it's like that's where they're stuck until they get their guard play correct. Like
Yeah.
I don't see this team as a team that's gonna make any real noise. I mean, Bam's done it before. He's gotten to the chip, with a Jimmy Butler next to him. So, hey, the Miami way has shown you have the coaching. You still got Eric Spoelstra at the helm, so that's a huge help. But
That's a
yeah,
must.
I look at this roster and I don't see a championship contender by any means. And then on the flip side with Milwaukee, man, I think they're in the worst position of You don't have a star anymore. You're not a big market, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't often hear people saying, "Yeah, we're about to take a trip to Milwaukee." So it's like it's gonna be hard to lure a star there for sure. You found Giannis in the draft. Like you're looking to, you're gonna have to really take some steps back. Maybe that's what they're already knowing that they wouldn't probably be able to lure a star there. So they're knowing like, okay, we might end up, 11th seed, but that might be good for us. Now we have a better draft pick in the lottery. Maybe we can find a guy, that can come in with these pieces around him and be that star for us. So maybe that's the angle they're taking. But yeah, they're definitely. I mean, it's one of those situations where when you lose a superstar, you're not going to get superstar talent back, right? Like that never happens. So you
No.
already knew that, but like you said, you get a hometown kid. You get guys that have potential. Vasquez has a lot of potential. Khalil Ware, our cousin, got a lot of potential. A lot of potential there, and you got a lot of picks. Maybe you can package something with the team with all these picks, and that's how you get your star. But at the moment, at the present time being, looks a little nasty. Looks a little nasty, man. And then on the flip side, man, the trade that I definitely did not see
I'm
coming
about
at
to say,
all.
speaking of looking a little nasty, I mean, holy shit.
Yeah,
Holy
the
shit.
Timberwolves are frantic, man. They're in a tailspin. They're trying to do whatever they can to keep Ant there, and it seems to me all they're doing is pushing him away. You get rid of Julius Randle, right? I understood that move. I didn't. I hated the fact that they got Julius. I hated the trade cap for Julius. I didn't love when they got Rudy Gobert, to be honest. But anyway, you trade for Julius. I mean, you get Julius out of there. You send him to the Nets, basically just in a cash dump. You got nothing back. You just cleared a lot of space. You actually went back in the draft to get him out of there. And then you bring in LaMelo Ball. I mean, LaMelo Ball, yeah, he can score the ball. He's flashy. It's going to be a lot of highlight plays. I can see him throwing, lobs to Ant. It's going to be cool, but you're in the West, right? You just got smaller. You just got a lot smaller. Your projected starting lineup is LaMelo at the point, Ant or Ao at the 2 or 3, however you flip that, and then Jaden McDaniels at the 4 and Rudy at the 5. I think you're stunting Jaden McDaniels' growth, right? First off, because now he's out of position, way out of position, unless he's about to put on like 30 pounds of muscle. And you bring a guy in that can't defend for real, or hasn't shown that he can defend.
Injury
Doesn't
prone.
injury prone, doesn't have the best track record off court, streaky shooter. I mean, I don't get it, man. What do
You
you
give
what do
him
you see?
Nas Reed. Like, he was like the heart and soul of that team, low key. Like, the community rallied around him.
You
Nas
got
Reed,
people
that was a
getting
big
Nas
thing.
tats. Like,
Like, I
yeah.
mean, and again, shout out to Charlotte. I feel like low key they got better. I
They won.
mean,
I think they won this trade. Crazy as it might
they have
seem.
the
I
shooter
think they
out of
won this trade.
Alabama. They got the white
Mm-hmm.
boy. They got Nas. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that'll be a solid 6 seed.
They
But
re-signed
yeah, as
Kobe
far as
White.
Minnesota, man, and we'll get into this with the Jalen Brown thing. I feel like, and he has to be out of there. Like at this point,
Yeah, I think by
I don't.
2028, Ant's on another team. He's in another jersey by 2028. I think he'll be a good
Surely,
soldier this upcoming year, and ride it out, see how it looks. But I think when it's time to resign, he's not doing it. I can't see it.
I would be shocked if he stayed there long term. I mean, we saw it with KG, man. Minnesota, they're just not. They're not a star town. They
They
don't. They
fumble.
don't develop their talent well. They don't put teams around their talent well.
They
And
fumble.
the West is stacked. So like, what are we doing here?
Exactly. You trying to go small. I mean, and then to top it all off, you still got a guy at the center that cannot score. It's just you got a guy at the center that can't score. He can't spread the floor, right? So now the paint slick clogged. Like you see it all the time. Like Ant will try to drive and then Rudy's just there. Like he's just there, bro. Like even if he gets the board, it's like he just has to kick it out. He can't. He has no post game. He hasn't developed any type of offensive post game since he's been in the league. And I really think what you really do is, like you say, you lose a Nas Reed, right? So you lose a stretch big who still defends, who can board, like almost like a better Bobby Portis. He's like a Bobby Portis-esque player, but just like more talented. And you lose him to bring a guy in that's like, sure, he's gonna have some highlight plays that are cool. Kids like him. Like I get that. Maybe they're looking at it like, yeah, we know Ant's gonna leave, so we're looking for our next guy to be the
That's so
guy.
nasty.
Like I
That's
don't
so
know.
nasty.
I'm just trying to make any sense of this because I look at this team now and it's like for the past 3 years you've been demolished. You're imploding. You're taking your own team apart and what is the goal here? Like, what's the vision? I don't see the vision at all. Like, I don't see it.
Speaking of not having a vision, the Boston Celtics.
Right.
Um, the other side of that Giannis trade, a lot of people thought, hey, Boston, you plug them right in, they'll be contenders.
I for sure thought it was
And
Giannis
everybody
was
thought it'd
headed
be
to
for Jalen
Boston.
Brown. Once again, 3 years ago, they were talking about trading him for KD, talking about trading him for, a bag of chips at this point. But every step of the way, something comes up, and now it's looking like a bad marriage.
Yep.
Jalen Brown still on the Boston Celtics roster. It's been a lot of words exchanged, a lot of feelings exchanged. Where does Boston go from here?
I mean, he just clearly doesn't want to be there, right? And when you got a guy who's a superstar level, I mean, this guy was just all NBA, just led your team to the playoffs. Nobody saw Boston making the playoffs last year. People can say what they want now, but nobody saw that happening. He's proven that he's a winner. He's proven that he's a leader. He's proven, I mean, this guy won your Finals MVP, right? Won the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. So I don't really understand why they're so against handing him the reins, because that's clearly what he wants. We never hear Jason Tatum's side of the story, right? We never hear him come out and say anything in the media. He's, super PR trained, super media trained. He's not going to ruffle any feathers. Jalen Brown's the complete opposite. Maybe it's just that, maybe it's just like a lack of respect there or something like that going on. It's got to be something beyond basketball, right? Because we've seen these guys win together. So we know you can get the ultimate goal accomplished. So with that being understood, I got to think that it's something that has nothing to do with basketball. It's just some ego shit. Like, it's really some ego shit. It's some Wheeler shit. It's some like, I'm used to being the guy. Like, why am I not the guy? Like, it's literally just that. And it's like, if it's that, bro, that's low-key childish. I ain't gonna lie. You're big paid. You're winning chip. You won a chip. Like, you're on a team that's gonna compete, that can clearly compete, especially in the East this year. I mean, in this East for the foreseeable future. It's just like, I don't know. Ego death, man. Ego death is a real thing. Sometimes people gotta have something crazy happen for that ego death to happen. So, I think, it puts Missoula on the hot seat too, right? We didn't really touch on this in take one, but I think you gotta be some type of leader yourself, right? Like, these guys can't just, the game plan can't continue to be, we're just gonna jack up the most threes. If we hit our threes, we win. If we don't, we lose. Like, that's not gonna keep winning you, bro. You got through there one time, you got through there twice doing that, right? Well, no, because he wasn't the coach when they played Golden State. That was Ime. So you got through there once. You know what I'm saying? You broke through, you got it done doing that. But you clearly got to take some control over this team, bro. Like, you got to be able to get these guys to see the bigger picture, and you got to get them to buy in. And if you can't do that, then maybe that's where Boston starts. I mean, maybe it's time for a new coach, which is kind of crazy to say, but I don't know. This thing is imploding right in front of their face, and it's like nobody can really figure out why, other than it seems.
I mean, did they make the ultimate call? Did they go get the goddamn French lick? The hit from French Lick.
I think Larry's got to stay way far out of this one, man. I don't think Larry wants anything to do with this.
Who can they bring in to like rein him in? Like, it's got to be some Celtic royalty. It can't be Doc Rivers.
Larry strikes me as back in my day, these new kids soft. Like,
it can't be a Doc Rivers. I mean, is KG gonna pick up a clipboard? Like, what are we talking about? Like, I don't see a coach. I don't see a coach come in and straighten this out. I think they got to trade JB. I mean, you might have to eat the trade at this point if you get something of lesser value.
That was my next thing.
KD wasn't the option, and you folded Giannis. So it might not have to be another star player. It might have to be an all-star player, a second-team player. But I feel like they got to get him out of there. Focusing on Jason Tatum for the foreseeable future. I'd love to see him. Would I love to see him in Atlanta? I'd like to see him in Atlanta for the right price. Maybe like. Your man out of Golden State. I don't know if he's signed to Atlanta, if they could trade him.
Are you talking about that's in my mind right now too. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Not a Kongwu. He do have an African name though.
Yeah, he's an African guy. Holy.
Hold on.
Do the Googles. Good old Google, man.
Kuminga. If you can trade Kuminga for Jalen Brown. Jonathan Kuminga.
I mean, Boston's taking a huge L with that. Like, that's kind of the thing too. It's like, we saw what
But
you did
let's
during
like
the
who
regular
like
season. Say what?
KD didn't go for it. Giannis didn't go for it. Like you're not gonna get a star for star. Like you're gonna have to take
No,
a
we just
L.
said that, right? You never really get the same value back, but it's like
And
if I,
Kaminga kind of does what you want him to do. Like I
yeah,
mean
I mean
I
he's
don't know.
still athletic, right? Still a guy that's super athletic, big body. Kaminga's like 6'8", 6'7", 6'8". I think he's raw offensively. You know what I'm saying?
Like
He's
he's
not.
literally a lesser version of Jaylen Brown. But I
Yeah,
mean at this point, like what I mean,
if
I
you
don't know,
can get
man. It's
some picks with
just
it, if I'm Boston, if I can do that and get some picks like a couple first rounders, a couple second rounders, maybe you bite that bullet, right? Because if nothing else, you can say, hey, we got a banner. You know what I'm saying? We'll always have 2024. We got it done with him here. But the other part of it is, just like we were saying in Tay One, somebody got to pick up that contract, man. But they got a supermax. Like, let's not forget, boy is big paid. So somebody gonna have to pay that bill too. So it's like, if I'm Atlanta, do I feel like putting him in a situation where you come here now it's a struggle between him and Jalen Johnson? Whose team is it? Which Jalen's team is it? You know what I'm saying? Are we setting ourselves up to be right back in that same situation that Boston is in,
it's a good point.
or does he just fall in love with being home? And you know what I'm saying? We're in a situation where we can win. And I mean, I don't know. It's just it comes back to not knowing where these guys' heads are at, bro. Like I don't really understand because I can't really make no sense of his issue. Unless you just don't like being in racist ass Boston, because that's been well documented. Like if that's what it is, cool. I can get behind that. Like I can dig it. You used to the South, used to Atlanta. You going from Atlanta to Boston, and you spent some time in Cali for college. So it's like that's definitely, I'm sure, took a huge. That was a huge culture shock. I'm sure to get used to. But it's like I don't know what you really want, bro. Like for him to, I mean, he said it right out of his mouth. This was his favorite year of his career. Like the only thing different between this year and the rest of the years was Jason Tatum was on that bench. That's it. There's nothing different. Like you didn't win, so it couldn't have been that. Like I don't know. I don't get what he wants, and it seems like he just wants to be the guy. He wants to be the unquestioned leader of the team. And if you want that, they got this place called Sacramento, bro. They got this place called,
Yeah.
they got this place called Sacramento. They got a place
Yeah.
called Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to find yourself on a trash team, I think. Because anywhere you go that has any chance of winning as Jaylen Brown, you're going to be sharing, the reins. Like, I don't think he's the player that he thinks he is. I don't think he's as good as he thinks he is.
No, not at all.
And I think this
I
past
mean,
year gave him even, more
more
of a
ego,
false
yeah.
sense of bravado. Like,
Yeah.
so it's like I don't know, man. It gets really tough, bro. When the bag's that big and you're not that great, and you're saying things like you're clearly very outspoken. You're gonna say what you want, so that's a whole other thing. Now we gotta worry about media. Like it's just I don't know, man. I don't know where it goes. But in other news, NBA draft. NBA draft was this past week. Pull it up right here. Go through some of these picks, man, and we'll get into what we see from these young guys stepping into the league. I think. I mean, I knew a few names. I watched a little bit. I'm not the college fan that I used to be.
At all.
Yeah, it's just kids bounce around so much. I mean, you got all these other leagues, people come from overseas. It's just like you're here, they gone tomorrow. It's just I don't know. And then it's like now the teams that win are like Michigan had like 4 25-year-olds or something like that. Like it's not even about that,
Oh
bro.
yeah,
It's
they did
just
change the rules though, so that won't be a thing anymore.
what
I
you
don't know
mean?
if you saw that.
No, let me
It's a purely it goes by your academic clock now. So you get 5 years
meaning
for 5 seasons basically.
really.
So as soon as you enroll in college, your 5 years start. So if you enroll in next year, but you take like a few years off or whatever, or you
That's
don't
on you.
graduate, you can't come back when you're 27 on like on some grad transfer bullshit. Like
Okay, that's
the
real.
oldest you can ever be now is 25. Like it won't be.
Okay, that's real. That's real. I can get
Yeah,
behind that. Yeah, they had to do something because it's the Wild West in college ball right now. College sports,
yeah.
period. Like the bags are crazy. It's all crazy. One last thing before we get into the draft. I don't know if you saw, the Lakers went ahead and gave Austin Reeves that bag. So where's Bron headed? Because he got to know that shit ain't gonna work. Like you got to know it. It's not gonna work, bro.
Shout out old Austin, old country boy Austin got his bag.
Shout out
Undrafted
to
free
him,
agent,
man.
whatever. But he's a notorious playoff dropper. I don't know
Nasty.
how Luka's feeling about that either, but I know
Good point.
Bron. He'll probably. I mean, I know in take one you said Miami, but Miami's kind of dangerous for someone of Bron's stature. So I don't know how Savannah will feel about that. I feel like he'll either end up in San Antonio or Denver.
I mean, I just see Miami because it's like, for one, okay, you're gonna have to take a pay cut to go anywhere with a chance to win, right? And I know Bron's never done that, but if he wants to win, he's gonna have to, bro. Like you're 40, what, two? Like it's you're gonna have to take a pay cut, bro. Like that's the only way we're gonna be able to bring you in and keep enough talent around you to where you can kind of just, I ain't gonna say loaf it, but take pick your spots, pick your spots throughout the whole year, and then turn it up in the playoffs, right? So I mean, Miami, he's already been there. I feel like he's trying to go east. I think that's the main thing. That's the only reason why San Antonio, I hear it, but it's like, or Denver, I hear it. I hear, playing with Wemby, passing the torch. I hear playing with Joker, arguably the best in the world right now. Crazy IQ. That's crazy IQ on the court. But I just think he want to get back to that East, man. That East was sweet. You know what I'm saying? You ran that thing for a decade. You can't walk to the chip for a decade. And I just think he's gonna either, like you were saying, make his way back to Cleveland, which I think that's pretty nasty, and then, or now with Giannis in Miami, man, I think that he looks at that as like, okay, that's even less of my athleticism I have to use because Giannis is doing all that. I'm gonna have a lot of open threes. I'm gonna be able to, really sit back and play point. I mean, play point forward again. Like I'm not gonna have to play the power forward position or be in the dunker spot and really use my athleticism. I can really think the game and control it that way. But
I feel like San Antonio allows them to do the least amount of work, especially with the people they drafted this year in the draft. They drafted straight workhorses.
that's a fact. That's a fact,
But
and that's a
speaking of the
great
draft in
transition.
general, man, like I said, we haven't really followed colleges that tough. I think as far as the last handful of drafts, this is somewhere in the middle. Obviously, the Wemby draft, you draft the face of the league. Cooper draft, another possible American face. Of course, the Hawks draft was a disaster. You got Ricochet, so it was better than that one. But I
Disgusting.
think Boozer, he'll have some good looks. The kid out of Arkansas, I think it was A Cup Jr., he'll have a chance to shine. The number one pick, Devinza, whatever, he went to probably the best team or the best situation with the Wizards, so
The master, yeah.
he'll have a chance to work his way in. But yeah, like I said, I wish these guys health before anything else, health and wealth. But I think it'll be a pretty solid class to look back on 5 or 6 years from now.
Dig it. Just running down real quick. AJ DeMaster number one, Darren Peterson number two, Cameron Boozer number three, Caleb Wilson four, Keaton Wagler five, Michael Brown Jr. six, Darius Acuff seven, Darius Acuff Jr. seven, Kingston Flemings eight, Maurice Johnson Jr. nine, and Braden Burris, I think, went 10th to the Bucks. So, oh yeah, and that went Washington Jazz, Memphis, Bulls, Clippers, Nets, Kings, Hawks, Mavs, Bucks. That's your top 10. Yeah, man. I mean, he kind of spoke on it. I think the kid Caleb Wilson is gonna be maybe the guy that wasn't getting as much light shine on him that actually ends up being a real problem. I watched some of his work the other day. He's like a more athletic Chris Bosh from what I saw. He's like 6'10", like a lot. 2K's gonna have to do something about the archetypes next year because most of these kids is like if they it's like there's no more 6'5" to 6'7". It's like you're either 6'4" and under or you're 6'10". It's crazy. I mean, these kids are like 6'9", 6'10", and they're stupid athletic. They can do everything. Like it's crazy. But yeah, I think he's gonna maybe be the
Quick side note, I'd still argue 6'7" to 6'8" is the most overpowered height for basketball.
in general.
Maybe
On
6'6"
2K,
is
you
in the
mean in
height
general?
of it. I mean in general. 6'6" to 6'7", 6'8", I feel like it's probably still the sweet spot, but continue.
That's another talk for another day. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think he's gonna be, from what I can tell and from what I've seen, I would think that he's gonna be like kind of dominant or rough type of deal. But as we're wrapping up here, what do you think about the quote unquote Wemby stopper? The kid out of Michigan, he's like 7'3". He's got a standing reach of 9'9" or something crazy.
Yeah, we talked about this in Take One, man. Like, if Wemby gets serious about his weight training and gets serious about the Dirk Nowitzki, if he goes to the Dirk Nowitzki school, I don't know if the trainer, the German trainer that trained Dirk, if he's still alive. If he
Hmm.
goes to fucking Stuttgart or whatever the hell in Germany, gets with Dirk, gets with his trainer,
Go to Dirk U.
learns that fadeaway, learns that one-legged fadeaway, learns that triple threat, learns that pull-up midi.
Hmm.
Like that was Dirk's bread and butter. Dirk abused his length.
Hmm.
He didn't rely on speed, didn't rely on crosses, didn't rely on super athletic, just abused his length. And it worked for 20 years.
That's a fact.
Wemby has the greatest length we've ever seen in NBA history. He has to abuse that shit.
That's a fact.
Like
I can't
he
disagree with
has
that at
to.
all. I think
Like if he get that Dirk is the key.
yeah.
If
Yeah.
Wemby learns Dirk, there is no Wemby stopper.
I'd agree, man. I'd agree. I think he's been trying to play more like a KD or even like a T Mac. Like I understand, like we talked about this too in the first take. Like yeah, he went to the Jamal Crawford school and all that. I think that might even been a misstep. Like to have that stuff
Like
is
come on,
cool,
bro.
transition and all that. But like, bruh, you got to be real about yourself. Like, and I mean, I think he learned. I think he just learned a really hard lesson. Like he was getting bullied the whole finals. He was getting bullied. You know what I mean? Cat, Robinson weren't taller than him, weren't longer than him. They were just stronger than him. They just had more strength. They just picked the spot and was like, "You're not getting here," and that's all it came down to. I've seen it so many times when it came down to rebounding, when it came down to him just trying to position himself on the block or anything like that. They were pushing him out to the 3 point line. He's got to get stronger. I'd agree though, man. I think we're about to see a lot of these so-called Wemby stoppers. I think it's going to be a lot like when Shaq was in the league, man. People had a 7 foot dude with some weight on him for no reason but to come in there and foul Shaq 5 times and go sit down. Like it's gonna be the same thing. Teams are gonna be drafting
The
these guys
KD
at seven
clones, the
two,
KD
seven
era.
three. You
Yeah.
know, semi-athletic, and they're gonna be banking on them being able to defend Wemby, but it's not gonna work. I mean, at the end of the day, what's this dude do for the rest of the
If he
year?
evolves his game, like to me, like if he maxes his game out, there's no way.
Yeah, because I mean, scary as it might be to say, I think he's only at like 40% right now. Like
I mean,
I
he's
wouldn't even say
22.
he's at
Like
fifty
he's so
percent.
young.
Like yeah,
He's so young.
he's got plenty of time. He's got plenty of time, man. Winding down. In unfortunate other news, man. Holy Zaire Wade. I'll let you brought it. You brought me the topic. I'll let you break it down.
Well, I mean, LeBron's GOAT case is undefeated at this point, but one of the things he says off the court, Jordan was a
Holy.
horrible human being and he raised a horrible human being. And allegedly, again, super allegedly air quotes, but there has been some credible detective work done, and it seems like old Zaire Wade is putting his hands on people for no reason, putting his hands on women for absolutely no reason. So, again, if you look at the Wade household, it's a lot of tomfoolery going on
It's a lot
for the last
going
few
on,
years.
man.
So,
Holy. You got a boy
that's
that
it.
ain't a boy.
You
You
see,
got
but
a
that's another
son.
conversation. So,
I mean, I don't know, man. You introduced him to Hollywood really young. Yeah.
Holly
It's
Weird, Holly
Holly
Weird.
weird. It gets strange. It gets strange, man. Anything else you want to tell the people before we get out of here? And prayers to everybody involved
Good
in the
man.
Zaire
I'm
Wade
just happy to be
situation.
back, man. Hopefully this take works because I'm not doing a take three. So.
No, we're not doing take three. Definitely not. Until the next time, I am David Ware. I'm with my brother Brian Ware,
Yo.
and this is a brother's perspective.